We have all been there in the local fish store, mesmerized by the beautiful fish on the other side of the glass. We ask the store assistant basic questions about the fish, and before we know it, we are walking out with our new purchase. I am flabbergasted at how many times I have saved uneducated fish keepers from buying fish they should not have while in some local fish stores. I know they have to make money, but I hate to see animals suffer, and fish are no different. By creating a fish stocking plan and researching about every kind of fish can eliminate many of the problems that newcomers face in the hobby in their initial days. So I am here to help you guys if you are confused about what fish you should avoid if you are new to the saltwater hobby. All these fish on the list fall into one of the following categories, which may not create problems for you initially, but will most likely end up with dead fish and wasting some good money. Feeding issues, aggression, disease, size are some parameters that you should consider before buying any fish for your reef tank. These 3 fish are selected according to these parameters, so you should know why these fish are not friendly for beginner fish keepers. But before knowing about these fish, here is a quick note. Remember, these are recommendations for the beginner. Once you have an established aquarium and have some experience, every one of these fish can be kept with someone with experience and the right conditions in the tank. Although saltwater is not much more complex than freshwater in the basic sense, there are some saltwater fish you will want to avoid as a beginner. Some other fish species can be sensitive to water parameters, prone to illness, or demanding regarding tank size and diet. These fish require extra time, consideration, and budget. So let's start with the fish number 1 you should avoid if you are a beginner. In the first position, the fish you should avoid as a beginner is Hippo Tang. The Hippo Tang goes by a few names, including blue tang, regal tang, and dory fish. The fame from Finding Nemo has made this a prevalent saltwater aquarium fish. Unfortunately, they are rarely kept in the conditions they need to thrive. The Hippo Tang is not the best beginner saltwater fish due to its size, high activity levels, and sensitivity to water parameters and diseases. These fish are sold while they are only a few inches long, making them seem attainable by the average hobbyist. Within a year, they can grow to be several inches, causing many unaware hobbyists to have to find new homes for their tang. So, ignore Hippo Tang as your first saltwater fish because they need more food, time, and space. After Hippo Tang, now let's move to our second position, Mandarin Goby. Mandarin Gobies are probably the most beautiful saltwater fish available, but are actually one of the worst fish for anyone lacking experience. These fish need a constant supply of copepods and other small invertebrates. Not only does this mean that the tank should naturally be mature with a stable ecosystem, but it may also involve setting up another system just to harvest food. Even then, these fish have been known to reject food and starve. A mature aquarium with a good supply of copepods is the only way these fish survive. If you buy them before your aquarium is matured, you will be on a journey to a starved fish. Once your aquarium is established with copepods, you can buy these fish for your tank. But keeping them in smaller tanks is hard because they will wipe out the population and starve. So make sure to have some experience in this hobby before you buy Mandarin Gobies for your reef tank. Now let's move to our last fish on this list, which is the Copperband Butterfly fish. The Copperband Butterfly fish is another beautiful but challenging saltwater fish. Like Mandarin Gobies, Copperband Butterflies rely heavily on rock and supplemental feedings for their invertebrate-based diet. In addition, the Copperband Butterfly can grow relatively large and is an active swimmer. These fish also fail to thrive when other larger, more active fish are in the reef aquarium, so some stocking consideration is needed. These are very difficult to get to feed well and can face starving in a new aquarium. Many are bought to destroy an aptasia problem, but slowly starve once that food source has run out. Their diet primarily consists of tuberworms, feather dusters, and coral polyps. A larger, mature aquarium is best suited to these fish, where over time, they can be trained to eat fish food before they eat all the food they can find in their aquarium. So these are some reasons you should not buy these fish because you are a beginner in the fish keeping hobby. I hope this video helped you a lot, and if you like our content and want to support our content, then please comment your thoughts below And please subscribe to our channel Aquarium Store Depot, where we are aiming to cover all the queries related to aquariums so that beginner, as well as advanced fish keepers, can thrive in the fish keeping hobby. Now you understand why you should avoid these fish for your reef tank. So you can watch the video where we have covered 10 such saltwater fish that you can easily stock in your reef aquarium without considering these parameters. So check out that video on our channel. The video name is The Best Saltwater Fish for Beginners, so please check it out on the channel page. Or you can also watch directly by clicking on your screen. Thanks for watching the video.